I want this to stay just like this. Welcome to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. This little youth name is DUJON. People, listen, let me say something first of all. Jamaica is poisoned. The only thing I want to hear or I want to say right now, a beer bomber clot, blood clot. Yo, I want to cuss so bad. I want to be as derogatory as possible. I want to talk about some things, but I know I have to hold my composure and pardon them too bad word there. But listen to what I'm about to say to you, okay? So I'm scrolling through my Instagram page and I come across Proud Jamaicans. Go follow them on Instagram if you don't. Here's a picture here, and the caption said, 2 weeks ago, I took this photo of DUJON. I asked him to smile, and he said, why? There is nothing to smile about around here. Imagine that. And he was murdered 2 days ago in Painland, Kingston, Jamaica. DUJON was 12 years old. And people say, look at the picture and look at the pain in his eyes. You remember Bounty Killer saying, but look into my eyes, tell me what you see. Do you see my pain? Am I your enemy? People don't understand the reality of these songs and the reality of the people that have to live through certain conditions. You know what I'm saying? That is why one time my Jamaican people them come on my thing and talk about everybody have the playing field level and everybody can come out of their conditions, and no they can't. Look at this little boy. Very promising youth. I'm going to read you the whole story and you're going to see, okay? Jamaica is poisoned. Yes, I said it. Jamaica is poisoned. But I'm going to talk about that some other time. Listen. Proud Jamaican said, let the world see his face. I've been so sad. I haven't been sleeping. I keep staring into this picture and crying. Now I just want to support his mother. She was shot in her back, but she survived. They live opposite the Selassie school. And if you see this youth in this picture, you see his hand, you see the hand, you see the hand sign. Alright. They lived opposite the Selassie school. A couple of weeks ago when we were fixing up the garden at the Haile Selassie High School, Sabrina, mother of DUJON, and DUJON came to the school to help. They didn't ask for any money, though not having a lot of money themselves. Now, our help is needed to pay for funeral costs. After a horrific attack, DUJON was caught a bullet to the head. Surgeons did what they could to save him, but the decision was made to switch off the life support machine. DUJON was so young and amazing. He was an amazing football player. But now, because of senseless violence, he isn't with us anymore. I took this picture of him in the garden of Selassie School because I thought he favored a man I had photographed in Somalia. I asked him to smile. He said there isn't anything to smile about around here. It's almost like he knew. During the attack, which was a mistaken identity thing, his mother, uncle, and auntie were also shot. All have received surgery, so they now have bills that they cannot afford to pay and they can't work. This is what happened. Some murderers were looking for a man. They thought they saw him sitting on a wall outside DUJON's house. So they started firing after him. He ran into the house. DUJON tried to follow so he could escape the bullets and was struck on the way running into the house. The murderers then went into his house and shot up the place. Realizing that they had got the wrong guy, they left. Man, people really didn't want nobody see my face on that one car. My eye them full of water. I'm not lie to you. I just open one bottle of vodka. Just a shot bottle still. Just, you know. Anyway, realizing that they had gone into the wrong house, realizing they had got the wrong guys, they left. Now, we are left with all this trauma. His family, heartbroken, as I am. He was so good a football player, the best schools wanted to give him full scholarships in September when he would have started going to high school. Now, he will never get the chance. He was just 12 years old. Thank you for your support. Donate what you can. The money will be used for funeral costs and to support the family. All monies will go to his mother. And there's a link in the bio on at Chakabar's page via Chakabars on Instagram. CHAKABARS, Chakabars on Instagram. The comments from some of the people here, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Somebody here actually wrote out the whole Bounty Killer song. Look into my eyes, tell me what you see. Can you feel my pain? Am I your enemy? Give us a better way. Things are really bad. The only friend I know is this gun I have. Listen to my voice. This is not a threat. Now you see the 9. Are you worried yet? You've been talking about you want the war to cease. But when you show us hope, we will show you peace. That was Bounty Killer. This is sad beyond sad. Somebody said reading this just has me tearing up. It's tearing my heart to pieces. Someone else says that my daughter is now 32 years and lived on South Anderson Crescent, which is across the intersection of Payne Ave. And I remember days when I was under my bed hiding from bullets. It had been this way there for a very long time. Nothing was done. We just need to pray for changes. I've lived it, so I know. So here we are still praying for changes. This person had to hide under the bed from bullets in the same area 32 years ago. And they're still talking about we have to pray for changes. I want to say some things about the prayers them want to pray for changes, this man. But, alright, so I'm going to leave that alone. Now, the Observer ran a piece, right? Where the Observer said he was a supreme talent. And in that article, that piece, they spoke of, well, listen to the piece. It says that DUJON Da Costa was killed before he could take up a scholarship at Excelsior High School, where his football skills were in demand. He was that good of a football player. As far as I've heard, he was a very skilled football player. The 12-year-old 6th grade student at the Tavares Garden Primary School was slain by gunmen on Payne Avenue, a tough community off Spanish Town Road, on Saturday. I want to talk about how these people in some of these areas worship politicians, the politicians that are responsible for making their areas better. And yes, we need to blame the politicians for doing their part because they contribute in more ways than meets the eyes. Wink, wink, if you don't know what I mean. Blame the people them too. You know what I'm saying? But to see the people sit around and have these same people in leadership and in control of a certain place, and you have residents who have said, my child is now 32, and I remember when my child was small, I used to have to hide under the bed because gunshot a beat out a door. And 32 years later, it's the same thing. Come on, man. Come on. The Constabulary's Corporate Communication Unit reported that DUJON was among a group of people standing on a road around 7:45 p.m. when gunmen opened fire. You see how them standing on a road. The youth was standing in front of his house. In him yard him did that. When gunshots start beat them run go in the house. And it was on his way running into the house that he was struck in the head by a bullet. But how they wrote it, they were standing on a road at 7:45 p.m. when gunmen opened fire. When the mayhem was over, the residents found that DUJON's mother, his grandaunt, and a man were shot. The man was his uncle. And they were shot. They were taken to the hospital where DUJON succumbed to his injuries while undergoing treatment. And the police did not put forward any possible motives for the attack. but y'all heard the story as I gave y'all before. Some gunman was looking for somebody, and they thought that was who they saw. Even after the people that got shot ran into the house, they followed them into the house and shoot up the place. They realized that it was the wrong person. That's probably why them never execution style murder everybody in there. Too bad for DUJON, he caught that shot running into the house. I don't believe they would have shot him had they gone in the house because they realized, or else they probably would have shot everybody else in there. You know what I'm saying? Either way we take it is a sad situation. DUJON's physical education teacher, Coach Stephen Brown, who last saw him on Friday after a cricket match at St. Patrick's Primary School in Waterhouse, said that he heard the news on Sunday morning and he was just in disbelief. He said, I was watching the Women's Football World Cup. I broke down in tears. I could not continue watching the match. I made a number of calls to confirm. It's like I'm in a dream. I don't believe it. He was a supreme talent, Brown said. Noting that DUJON was the captain of the football team and vice captain of the cricket team. Now, what I want to ask the people them is how come it's always the ones that seem to be going somewhere? How come it's always the ones that seem to be going somewhere? It's never a youth to sit down on the corner, crush out weed in a palm and terrorize the neighborhood and them slap him up on the corner. It's the youth them that's going somewhere. Captain of his football team and vice captain of the cricket team. And the last time coach seen him, he was coming from a cricket match just the other day. 2 days ago or a day ago. He was also a member of the basketball team, which advanced to the semi-finals of a competition following their win against St. Patrick's Primary A team yesterday. Y'all tell me this? A super athlete little youth, you know, and as far as I heard, a brilliant scholar as well. Cricket, football, basketball, and you're talking about captain position and assistant captain position. Brown said the students, and not to mention, he had scholarships awaiting him from all the top schools. Brown said the students are overcome with grief, but are hoping that they will win the competition in DUJON's honor. Like Brown, Excelsior High School's under-14 football coach Omar Stanley was impressed with DUJON's talent. Stanley told the Observer yesterday that he last spoke to the boy on Thursday when he instructed him to take certain documents to a football training session that was scheduled for Saturday morning. DUJON did not show up. But the session had to be aborted on account of what Stanley said was an emergency seminar for the football coaching staff of the Jamaica Football Federation that morning. Stanley said he was at Medical Associates Hospital with his own mother when Coach Brown informed him about the tragedy. I just started crying, and that is something I don't normally do, he said, adding that DUJON had been training at Excelsior on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for over a month. According to Tarian Nasbeth, principal of Tavares Garden Primary School, the all-rounder had been destined for greatness. Why? I'm asking again, why does it always have to be these ones? So talented, so brilliant. If he wasn't going to get it by academics, he was going to get it by athletics. If it wasn't going to be football, it was going to be cricket. If it wasn't going to be cricket, it was going to be basketball. It was going to be something cut down by bullets. A bullet to the head. DUJON was very well-rounded in sports-wise. He was academically inclined, and he was doing very well with basketball, football, rugby, and cricket. My God, basketball, football, rugby, and cricket, and academics. He was respectful, and he was quiet. This is his coaches talking. If you want to find him, you would have to search well to find him in a crowd. He will be missed, she told. Wow. You would have to search well to find him in a crowd. In an effort to help the school family cope with the boy's passing, Nisbet said representatives from Encounter Ministries International, a faith-based organization that works closely with the school, led worship sessions at the institution yesterday. The school had also been getting support from the Ministry of Education, the resident guidance counselor, and counselors from nearby schools, she said. Every child is precious, and we are looking forward to DUJON taking up the scholarship opportunity. We were looking forward to him taking up these scholarship opportunities that were given to him, Nesbet said. They weren't given to him, that he had earned. Yesterday, when the Observer visited Painland, DUJON's grandmother, Angela Ringrose, was seen crying uncontrollably in the arms of Councillor Audrey Smith Facey, a PMP of Painland Division. And here we go with the politics again. Him not forget him scholarship, Ringrose cried, before removing a neon green shirt from her head. She said the shirt was the last piece of clothing her grandson had worn. I tie it over my head for a Saturday night. The distraught grandmother told the newspaper that she would miss her morning routine with him. Him got Excelsior Saturday morning for training, and me give him bus fare for go to training. Him sleep with me every night, and me wake up in the morning time for him go to school. And who me I go wake up now for go to school at morning time? She asked in tears. Ringrose said that she never imagined her first grandchild's shirtless body would be lying on the road with gunshot wounds. On Saturday, I sent DUJON to buy food because I was tidying up the church, and sometime after that I saw him eating the food, and I didn't know that would be the last time I'd give DUJON something to eat, she said. If you're doing anything, you could expect DUJON to get involved. I just saw him stay. If you put down 2 pieces of board, him would have make bench out of it. If you're mixing cement is DUJON. Everything him tried to get involved in, she continued, describing her grandson's traits. DUJON was expected to be part of Tavares Garden's school leaving ceremony this Friday, but again, the young man did not make it. 1 bullet. Gone. Jamaica, we have to do better. People, Jamaicans at home and abroad, this is becoming so damn tiring, it's a shame. And you know, so many youths have been killed and so many people have been gunned down in Jamaica so far that I'm sure this is going to be another. Yes, it look bad. Put some comments on social media. Everybody act like they're feeling it, and then it's just so damn depressing. I don't know. I'm speechless. Rugby, football, cricket, basketball, academics. I think I'm gonna go to bed tonight just saying that to myself. Rugby, football, cricket, basketball, academics. God no. God no. There's so many things I want to say. It would take a whole hour to say these things, because I want to argue about religion. I want to question where is God. I want to question where are the religious leaders, what are they doing for the people besides collecting them offerings and then using it for them own personal gain. And I want to ask about the politicians controlling these areas. I want to ask about the people them in them area here. I want to cuss the big thinking, dirty, nasty gal them, because I've seen a trend going on recently where it's upsurging again because one popular entertainer, which I won't even call her name, I'm highly disappointed in her. I thought about she want for her man have to be gunman. And then all these younger girls now following her talking about a gunman them love. And them man have to be gunman. And these are the things that gunman do. Yeah? Snuff out the life of our promising children. And a them man here on the lay down and breathe for. And multiply dunceness and dumbness. While murdering off the intelligent ones. The gifted ones. Only if you see that you too are gifted and hone into your skills. Harness it. I don't know. I left this alone here, man. Before I start cursing in ways that people are going to say, SouFlo, you go overboard. And I have to go tune out from your channel because too much bad word did in there. I'm going to just hold my composure for now and cut off this Ross video here. Alright, y'all go y'all go. I will look up the information as to how donations can be made to help out the family. Because remember, they have funeral bills to be paid now, right? And not only funeral bills, the whole family gets shot up and are nursing gunshot wounds and had surgeries done and now have medical bills that them can't even pay, and they're injured and can't go to work. I want to talk about the traumatized children surrounding this that are left to deal with this. Probably waking up at night with cold sweat. Yo, I'm done. Catch me on the next video. I might do a part 2 to this. It's SouFLoTV, man. Stay tuned. I'm out. Peace.